Activity to demonstrate the mechanism of breathing. Things needed: transparent plastic bottle, Y-shaped glass or plastic tube, 2 balloons, plasticine, rubber sheet, rubber band. Method: we take a wide transparent plastic bottle, a soft drink plastic bottle will do, and get someone to cut off its bottom. We make a hole through the bottle's cap. 2 deflated balloons are tied at the 2 forked ends of a Y-shaped glass or plastic tube. We introduce the tube fitted with 2 deflated balloons from cut end of the bottle and pass the tube through the hole in the cap. We use plasticine to seal the cap and make it airtight. A thin rubber sheet is tied around the open base of the bottle using a large rubber band. Our apparatus is ready. See figure. In this apparatus, the space between the bottle represents the chest cavity, the balloons represent the lungs, whereas the rubber sheet represents the diaphragm. Observation: when we pull the rubber sheet downwards, the space inside the bottle increases, lowering the air pressure inside the bottle. The air from outside rushes in through the Y-shaped tube into balloons, due to which the balloons get inflated. Their size increases. See figure. This is how we inhale air during breathing. When we push the rubber sheet up, the space inside the bottle decreases. This pushes out the air inside the balloons through the tube, due to which the balloons get deflated. Their size decreases. This is how we exhale air during breathing. Conclusions: the action of rubber sheet in this activity shows how we inhale and exhale air during breathing with the help of the downward and upward movement of the diaphragm in our body. When the diaphragm moves downward during inhaling, the lungs are filled with air, but when the diaphragm moves upward during exhaling, then the air is forced to go out the lungs. What makes us breathe? Breathing takes place with the help of the intercostal muscles between the ribs and the diaphragm. During inhalation, when we breathe in, the intercostal muscles contract. Then, 2 things happen at the same time. The ribs are pushed upward and outward. The diaphragm contracts and moves downwards. The upward and outward movements of the ribs and the downward movement of the diaphragm increases the space in the chest cavity. The chest cavity becomes larger and the air rushes into lungs. The lungs get filled up with air and expand. During exhalation, when we breathe out, the intercostal muscles relaxes. The 2 things happens at the same time. The ribs move downward and inward. The diaphragm relaxes and moves away to its original position. The downward and inward movements of the ribs and the upward movement of the diaphragm decreases the space in the chest cavity. Air is drawn in. Ribs move upward and outward. Air. Activity 3. To show carbon dioxide is produced during respiration. Things needed: glass or plastic bottle, lime water, straw. Method: we take a slender clean glass or plastic bottle, make a hole in its lid and fix it onto the bottle. We pour some freshly prepared lime water in the glass or plastic bottle. Insert a plastic straw through the hole in the lid. In such a way that it dips in lime water. See figure. We blow gently through the straw a few times. Observation. The lime water in the glass or plastic bottle turns milky. We know that carbon dioxide gas turns lime water milky. Conclusion. The exhaled air contains carbon dioxide gas. So, we conclude that carbon dioxide gas is produced during respiration.